Hello from Father Ivano from Spiritual Seeds. Today is a very important Sunday. It's the solemnity of Christ, the universal King. It's the last Sunday of the liturgical year, and the word that the Church gives us today is a real treasure. It's the treasure of the King. Let us listen. From the Gospel according to Luke. The people stayed there before the cross, watching Jesus. As for the leaders, they jeered at him. He saved others, they said. Let him save himself, if he is the Christ of God, the chosen one. The soldiers mocked him too, and when they approached to offer him vinegar, they said, "If you are the King of the Jews, save yourself." Above him there was an inscription, "This is the King of the Jews." One of the criminals hanging there abused him. "Are you not the Christ?" he said. "Save yourself and us as well." But the other spoke up and rebuked him. "Have you no fear of God at all?" he said. "You got the same sentence as he did, but in our case we deserved it. We are paying for what we did, but this man has done nothing wrong." "Jesus," he said, "remember me when you come into your kingdom." "Indeed, I promise you," Jesus replied, "today you will be with me in paradise." The Gospel of the Lord. There are many things I would like to say, but it's a Sunday morning and I want to say something very simple. The Gospel speaks of many people surrounding the cross, and they were watching. This struck me just very simply. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I went a few days ago to the National Gallery. I was very lucky. I joined a little group led by the director, and we saw a few paintings about the human body. Adam and Eve, the body of Lazarus, the dead body of Christ, and the risen body of Christ. And all of us were watching these paintings. And the director was saying to us that, the director of the gallery, of the National Gallery, he was saying that now people go to the gallery and they watch these paintings, they watch these paintings, these works, but they don't understand. They can't read them. They can't extrapolate the meaning. Of course, they see colors. They see maybe the frame. They see the proportions. They guess. But the same is in the Gospel. All these people were around Jesus on the cross, but they saw things. They could read the inscription. They could hear. They could guess certain things, the Christ, the King, but they didn't understand. They didn't understand exactly what was happening. Like the people in the gallery, sometimes most of the time, they were in front of something, a painting, but they don't understand what is that saying to me. What is the meaning of this? And that is why the Church gives us this reading today, the last Sunday of the year, because this feast, this Christ on the cross, is something that we need to understand. We cannot spend our life in front of this and only seeing the superficial of this. What is this? This man on the cross, Jesus, on the cross, he is revealing to us the meaning of our life. As I'm getting older now, slowly, our life needs a meaning. This Saturday, a young couple will get married. What is the meaning of the marriage? What is the meaning of our life? This man on the cross is saying to you and me, your life has a meaning. And the meaning of your life is to love, is to lose your life. Everybody in the gospel is saying, save energy, save money, save your reputation, save your honor, save your strength, save yourself, save who you are, defend your life. And Christ says, no, I have come not just to heal, to raise Lazarus from the dead, to give sight to the blind, to give forgiveness to the sinners, to give hope to those who were captives. I came to give back meaning to your life. And the meaning of your life, the meaning of our life, is to love to the point of losing our life for another person. And this is paradise. I remember, and I finish with this, I will never forget this homily of St. Augustine. St. Augustine, speaking of this gospel, he says that around Christ there were the two criminals. And St. Augustine says these two criminals, most likely because of the Greek word criminal, it meant that they were not very educated. They were not very churchgoers, let's put it this way. That is, they did not know the Bible. They could not understand from a religious point of view, from an education, from a practice, who this man was. And at one point, Augustine, let's say, imagines to speak to the good thief, the one who is with Christ in paradise in the end. And Augustine asked to the good thief, but listen, I am Augustine. I studied, I read, I wrote homilies, endless books and works. But you did not read the Bible. You never written a homily. You never written a work. How did you discover who this man was? How did you find out? How did you recognize him as the king? And the good thief says, he looked at me and I understood everything. That is, this man saw love. He saw that he was loved. And he understood the meaning of life, and the meaning of suffering, and the meaning of death. And that made him citizen of heaven. Because heaven is this. Heaven is to love to the point of giving life for another. Blessed feast. Blessed are we, Christians, because to us the meaning of life has been revealed. We have the keys of the kingdom. We have the treasure. We can not just watch life, we understand life. We know what to do. Let us bless God. Let us rejoice and see you next Sunday. God bless you.